What's going on, guys? I decided to do a video on how to clean the chain on a motorcycle. If you look at what I've got here, got a grunge brush buster, and what I'm doing here today is I'm going to clean my chain. Now, if you turn around and look on the back, you know, it says rinse with water and apply chain. Anyway, we'll go through all this stuff, and that's okay. But one of the things that I really like about this stuff here is, you know, it says apply environmentally safe degreaser. So this stuff right here, you know, it's environmentally safe and all that stuff. So that's a good deal. You know, we want to make sure that we use some degreaser, you know, that's safe on the environment. It's not going to hurt anything. So that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to clean my chain up, put a little degreaser on it, stuff like that. And as I go, you know, you'll see me. The way, you know, we do it is we're going to take and put our degreaser on this, roll my bike around for a little while to warm the chain up, you know, so loosens everything up a little bit. You don't want to put this stuff on there and get your bike too hot, you know, or, you know, you don't want to put this stuff on there and your chain all cold, because it doesn't get down inside the stuff that you need. And then on this other stuff here, you know, which is Blue Label PJL or PJ1 chain lube, and this right here is what I like to use to lube my chain up, keep it clean, you know, and keep my chain going in good shape. You know, if you look at it and stuff like that, you can tell, you know, it's dirty, it's ready to be clean. You can see a little bit of rust here and there, but I like to clean my chain once every 600 miles, you know, unless, you know, if I'm fixing to go do some pretty long riding and stuff like that. So anyway, what I'll do here is I'm gonna put a little bit of this grunge buster in here, and the cap right here. You know, ain't got to be a whole lot. And as a matter of fact, I believe I need to shake this stuff up a little bit. Shake it up just a hair, and put some down in her cup. Alright, get some down in her cup, and then, really guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this thing right here is a pretty good investment, the grunge brush. I mean, I think this whole setup here that I've got right here in front of me probably cost me $15, so, you know, you're not going to be out a whole lot of money. You know, they just depends, I guess, on where you're getting it at. It looks like my cup has a hole in it, which is, that ain't no big deal. I'll just apply it on the chain as I go. Anyway, I have seen on a couple videos and stuff like that where guys say that they use kerosene to clean their chain, and I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway, we make sure you get it on there, you know, real good and stuff like that, because when you clean this stuff, you really want to get these chains clean. Alright guys, this right here is where you can, if you don't have a bulldog or something like that to raise your bike up, it's really nice to have a beautiful assistant like I've got, where they can step up on there, roll the bike in and out for you. And as you can see, this thing right here is shaped to where it's got 3 sides. Make sure whenever you're scrubbing on this thing, you get on, you know, all 4 sides of your chain, you know, go top and bottom. And while you're doing it, kind of work it, check your chain, make sure your chain is good and flexible, you ain't got no kinks in it, nothing like that. And a little slack in your chain is a good thing. Too much slack is a bad thing, not enough slack is a bad thing. So, you know, check your owner's manual, you know, see how tense your chain should be. I know mine's in pretty good shape. Alright guys, so our next step is going to be to wash the degreaser off the chain. And as I'm washing it off, I'm going to wipe it off too. I'm not just going to wash it and just count on the water to make sure it gets all of it off there. So I'll wash a little bit, and then I'll spin the wheel some, and then I'll wash it, and then I'll wipe it down, and I'll spin the wheel a little bit, and then I'll wash it, wipe it down till I get the entire chain done. So as you can see, you know, I'm trying to get it good and wet. I don't want to leave any of that stuff behind if I can. So wash it off, take your rag, get in there, wipe that stuff off. Now I don't know, like I said, I don't know how good I'm actually showing this video or if I'm just showing you on the ground or what, but now you can look in there and you can see the difference between back here at the sprocket and the difference between what I just wiped off and washed off. So as I go, like I said, I'm going to wash it a little bit and I'm going to wipe it off, and I'll wash it a little bit and I'll wipe it off, and then once I get that part of it done, then we'll start putting some chain lube on it. It's important when you put the chain lube on it to get the entire chain, not just certain spots. Now I do like to actually lube it from the inside of the chain and just kind of let it run down to it. Now I don't necessarily spray lube on the outside of the links, because if you do that, you're just defeating the purpose, because the next time you ride it, you're just going to throw the new lube off. You know, you start on the inside, as its tire spinning, the centrifugal force will actually push the lube out to where it needs to be at. It's really important whenever you do it that you put the lube, you know, down around the inside, and then also make sure you hit your O-rings, because your O-rings is what keeps everything sealed, keeps the insides of the chain from rusting. So well guys, I'm gonna put y'all on pause again. The next job is just to apply a little bit of the chain lube, and like I said, whenever I apply the chain lube, I'm gonna apply it on the outside edge of the chain, or the inside edge of the chain. That way, as the tire spins, it pulls it completely through the chain. You get a little nozzle there. And then when you spray this stuff, just barely hit it, because this stuff really does go a long way. You know, there's no sense in running an entire stream if you see how much I've got coming out of there. It's just a little bit. Like I said, make sure you get both sides of that chain though, alright? That way that lube comes in there. So my next job is to take and spin this chain completely around, and do that all the way around, and we'll be done. Alright guys, I wanted to come back and say one more thing on this before I close out the log. The last thing is that after you do this, let it sit for 30 or 45 minutes, maybe even a couple hours. I like to do it whenever I know I'm not going to ride it, you know, for the rest of the day. That way this oil and stuff has a chance to soak in and set up. But after that, you should be good to go. Alright guys, have a good one.